I am live. And I know that everyone is not going to be able to catch me live because it's Saturday. We're busy, we're doing our thing, and that's why I decided to post this on YouTube so that you could catch the replay when you are available. So, here we go. We are going to get into you're here because you signed up for Wearable Art 101 or because you just came across this video. Whatever the reason, I'm happy that you're here. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by. I am Yandel. I am the creative designer over at mommyslays.com, which is a lifestyle brand. And the slay factor leads into this wearable art course. But before I dive in and talk to you about that, I want you to think about what wearable art means to you. Wearable art, to me, can mean many things. Wearable art it means art that is wearable, obviously, but it also can mean a variety of things. It could be junk accessories. It could be still on the junk accessories, the junk socks. It could be a meaningful bracelet. It could be a brooch. It can be a specific hat. It can be a variety of things, right? So we will be conserving material that we have, and that's going to be one of your homework assignments. Hello to whoever is tuning in. Good evening, Linda. How are you? Um, that's going to be one of your homework assignments. Let me know if you have Pinterest, Linda. Let me know if you have a Pinterest account. One of your homework assignments, guys, is going to be to create a wearable art board. That is part one of your homework assignment. So you're going to create a board of wearable art that speaks to you and that means something to you. And what I was asking is to think about what wearable art means to you. All right, so I'm not going to keep you too long over here. Today's agenda was to go over the theme of the class, was to go over, okay, I'm gonna have to moderate the chat, y'all. Hold on. Hi, New Yorkin, and bye, New Yorkin. Okay, we had to, I deleted the message, but I need to block them. All right, so back to what I was saying. We're going to, for the agenda for today, we're going to talk about the theme of today's class is inner child, outer queen for orientation. We're going to talk about the slay factor. We are going to talk, I want you to focus on what wearable art means to you. I'll do a show and tell of my junk. We'll get into that in a little bit. We're going to go over supplies, and I'm going to go over the homework assignment. But I gave part one of the homework assignment, and part one of the homework assignment is for you guys to create a Pinterest board for wearable art that is inspiring to you. Thank you to whoever is tuning in. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Let me know what wearable art means to you. All right. So the theme of today's class or the orientation and the whole course is going to be inner child, outer queen. Because in order to get creative, I want you guys to tap into your inner child. Okay, we're not children anymore. We're in all different phases of our lives, but we sometimes let go of that inner child because we were told pretty much lies about the inner child. And we still are supposed to be creative. We're creative beings. So we need to tap into that inner child to express our outer queen. So that is all aligns with wearable art. Wearable art, you're making a statement with fashion accessories. And so that's highlighting who you are as an individual and what is meaningful to you. All right. So the slay factor and how it ties into this course is the slay factor. Something that we stand for over at Mommy Slays is we share our shame or our story. It's not really, it shouldn't be shame. Some of us might look at it as shame, but sharing our shame is an act of selflessness to help others. So I'm going to share my story on how I got into wearable art. The L in Slay stands for loving on yourself. Over at Mommy Slays, we promote self love, you loving yourselves. The A is adorning yourself. That comes down to accessories and the wearable art that we will be designing in this course. And the Y is your youth, tapping into your inner child, okay, to help you be the best version of yourself, okay? So, real quick, like I said, I'm not going to keep y'all too long. If you know a little bit about Mommy Slays and how it got started, Mommy Slays started as a lifestyle blog while I was going through postpartum depression after having my second son. That was in 2017. And I started the Slay Challenge. I did not even have a plan to monetize off of the brand. It was just a safe space that I wanted to create for other women to be able to share their shame, express what they were going through, and I was going through my battle with my mental health, anxiety, depression, and that was that. Fast forward into 2018, 2019, I started getting back into creating jewelry. But Mommy Slays, like I said, started in 2017 as a blog where I would say when baby plays, Mommy Slays. So I started as a blog expressing and sharing my story to others. And fast forward, started using designing as a form of expression. And I later learned that it was therapeutic for me. It was art therapy. It was helpful for me. And so I started creating bracelets. No, let me back up. I actually started creating earrings. And I remember having a conversation with someone and I was looking around and I'm like, okay, I was looking around and I remember being like, okay, I have all this stuff in my in my area. I've collected all these unfinished projects. I need to do something with these projects. Like this is worth a lot of money. So what I literally did, and let me know if you can relate, how many of you start projects that you do not finish or you have not been able to finish? And so I went ahead and I started making paper earrings. Okay. So I just asked the question, how many of you guys can relate to you start projects that you don't finish, or you buy a whole bunch of stuff and you just start collecting a variety of things, and to other people, they have sentimental value to you. Put the hand emoji. Thank you for the hearts. They have sentimental value to you, but other people might be like, why you don't just throw away all this junk? Like, what you doing with all this? So I had all these beads. I was collecting paper. I wish I brought up the paper. I was collecting these books of paper, not even knowing that that's what people use for scrapbooking. If you guys are Michael's shoppers, let me know if you shop at Michael's, Joann's, and you've seen those thick books of different scrapbooking designs. I used to collect those. But one day I got this idea. I was going to make paper earrings. But my paper earrings, I was going to have a message on the paper earrings. So I started my wearable art journey by making paper earrings. I was speaking at an engagement, a brunch, and the paper earrings, they said, the most popular ones, they said, slay through it, our slogan. Um, Also, I had a variety. I think I have some that say Cardi, Beyonce, Sierra, and me. Um, so just fun statement earrings. Those were my wearable art, but they were made out of paper. And I'm going to show you guys. So I literally took what people, and you hear paper, you think, okay, paper is not sturdy. Paper, it's not going to last long. But no, honeys. Paper earrings or paper accessories is a thing. So these are an example of some of my paper earrings. These are name paper earrings. Everything, it's paper, guys. It's it's a it's a process, but it is paper. It's made out of paper, and it's actually, I use UV resin to seal it. And I used my Cricut, and that's a whole other story. I got my Cricut to make the nameplate bamboo earrings with Paper. So some people might see paper as junk, but I turn that junk into treasure, right? So that's what I'm going to want you guys to do throughout this course. I want you to literally look through your stash of, it could be your jewelry box, it could be old jewelry. Look through your stash of things that you have to try to use it to create wearable art, and you'll be surprised what you could do. And I will give you some visuals. I'm going to show you my junk so that you can get some ideas of things that you could do. So let me know if you're following along. Let me know if you have already started going through your junk. If you have crafted before and you might have some old things on hand, it could be glitter, buttons, safety pins, you name it. Let me know what's coming to your mind as far as what you have in your stash. Let me know that in the comments. All right. So I shared my story of wearable art with you guys. We talked about what wearable art is to me, but I want you to tell me what wearable art is to you, or think about that. And I'm going to do a little bit of show and tell of some of my junk. And then I'm going to go over supplies that you will need. If y'all have any questions, let me know. This is going to be a self-paced course. I intentionally made it was going to be a 4-week mini course, but I made it be 8 weeks because I'm going to have the projects we do every other week to give you guys time. I don't want anyone to feel overwhelmed. This is supposed to be something that's fun, exciting. So you have 1 week on and 1 week off to design, if that makes sense, and fulfill your assignments. All right, so I'm going to go through. I have so much, but I'm not going to show you every single thing, but I am going to show you guys some things to get the ball rolling, to get that, because I'm visual. Let me know if you're visual, just to get the ideas rolling. So the beauty when it comes to wearable art, or it comes to any type of design, is you can use mixed media. So you can use a different techniques when creating. So let me go ahead. If I could open this. So this is a pack of safety pins, guys. Let me know if you guys have, do you have safety pins at home? Because this is going to be part 2, right? So these are safety pins. Let me show y'all something real quick. So what we're going to do, or what I want you to do for your homework, I'm going to want you to take a safety pin and turn your safety pin into some form of wearable art. I want you to add things to your safety pin. Yes. And I do have a list. Hey, Natasha, I have an Amazon list. Hey, girl. Hey, my slave sisters are in the building. Shout out to my slave sisters. Hey, again, Linda, and hey, Natasha. So I have an Amazon list. These are rose gold. I have this in rose gold, and I think I have the big safety pins in silver. Rose gold, a lot of my slave sisters like rose gold, is why I have rose gold, and it pops. So I have a safety pins right here. And I have, you could use small, so it comes with a variety of different sizes. So this is a small one. This is a big one. The big ones, you could do more with the big ones, but we're not going to discriminate. You still can do things with the small ones. I want you guys to do, no, I didn't post the list yet. I intentionally didn't post the list yet, guys, because I want y'all to focus. I'm going to post the list at the very end. It's an Amazon list, but the goal, guys, is I want you to start with what you have. And the list, please, when the list comes out, don't get overwhelmed by the list. We are going to start. I want you to get what you need for the projects. Do not get everything on the list, my loves. Do not be like me and you like become this hoarder. Get just what you need. But some of you guys might be able to get this stuff out of your home, and you could find it other places for cheaper, but we'll get into that in a little bit. So I have safety pins. I have this container, guys, of pearls. This is a bowl of pearls. Um, all right, I designed jewelry, but these are not my favorite pearls to design jewelry with. They are actually going to be they're glass pearls, so they're not like the mother of pearls, like the high quality pearls. They're glass pearls, but instead of throwing them away, I had them in like a container, like a martini glass to decorate in my office. But we not doing that. We're going to put them to use, right? So all I'm going to do, and y'all could do this too, okay? I'm gonna put a variety of pearls on the safety pins. And if I had some charms or some chain around, I could put it on the safety pin, right? You could put the same size, you could put different sizes. Do you? We slay our way around here. Now, this is now wearable art, y'all. If I want to put some hooks in this and turn these into earrings, they're earrings. And you don't have to use pearls. If you have small size beads of another style, use that. Use what you have, right? So you could put some hooks in this and these could turn into earrings. That would be ear hooks, right? You could take this and you could clip this on to your shoes, and that you could a way to design your shoe. Look at how I have a blank sweater. How many of us have blank sweatshirts that need a little pop-in situation? I could put a whole bunch of these on my sweatshirt to design it, right? I'm just trying to get you guys, it's not difficult to make wearable art and turn, I think it's I actually think it's better when you make your own charms and your own things like this for junk socks and different accessories, because I say that because that makes your items more unique, right? Oh, sis, now you be teaching keeping from spending on this Amazon app. Okay, okay, I'll listen. Yes, because safety pins, you can get large safety pins from the Dollar Tree, right? But look around and you can do it with the small safety pin too. And I just gave an example of the pearls, but you could add charms, you could add pieces of chain onto the smaller piece of safety pin, but I want y'all to get unique with it and use what you have. So that's part of the homework assignment. Part one is for you to create a Pinterest board of wearable art, things that's inspirational to you, things that stand out to you. So if you ever feel stuck, you could go to that Pinterest board just to help you for inspirational purposes, right? Then part two is you're going to take a safety pin and you're going to create some type of jewelry, some type of wearable art, something with that safety pin, okay? I'm going to leave that imagination up to you. I'm not going to, we slay our way over here. I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do, but that's what we're going to do, okay? So let me take you a little bit deeper. Who in here wears brooches? Who wears brooches? Because you guys can make brooch pins. I had a whole bunch of planners, something that evoked, I don't think evoke is the right word, but something that led me to this really exciting part of my wearable art journey late in 2024 was I was playing around making junk socks and I saw the price to buy the charms individually. And I'm like, okay, Yando, what do you have before you go out there buying things? And you know what I had, guys? I had a lot of planners. Planners, not planners as in the planner that you schedule your life in, not as in the everyday slave planner. Planners, Plannars. So that's these. You guys have seen them before. They're popular with Crocs. Well, guess what? We turned those planners into brooches, mini brooches, and that way we can put them on our junk socks. And our junk socks are going to be even more unique because these planners are removable when you create a little brooch. So when you really want to wash your socks, you don't have to worry about these things being glued down. Okay, so let me see what Natasha said. I want to wear them, but I really don't know how to. Like, what kind of clothes do we wear them with? Okay, so for, are we talking about the safety pin still? I think so. Or are we talking about the planners? So you slay your way, but you can wear the safety pins. I've put safety pin, though that technique I just showed you, that has gone on. Oh, brooch. Oh, honey. Oh, so much. You can have what is it called? You can have a cardigan and you could wear your brooch over your cardigan. You can have if I'm looking down, trying to grab more stuff to show you as an example. You can have a cardigan and you can wear your brooch as a cardigan. You can have a shawl, like those shawls, and when you wrap it up, you could wear your brooch. You can wear a regular button up, and if you need to pizzazz it up, if it's missing something, you can add your brooch to that. You can add your brooch to your jean jacket. You can add your brooch to junk socks. You can add your brooch to your shoes. You could add your brooch to a bag. For example, obviously not a leather or a faux leather bag, but like the cloth material type of bags. You can add them to that. You can have so much fun with brooches. Okay. And so that's going to be the segue into the next thing. So I have two things I'm going to show you. So when I have events, sometimes I'm left over with stuff, right? So we did Cowboy Couture in June, right? And we pretty much embellished our own cowboy hats. And so I had these letters. These are alphabet letters, right, guys? And so one thing I can't stand with the alphabet letter pack, it only comes with one vowel. And then after that, after you use up the vowels, you can't really do much with them, right? So I'm left with all these letters. What am I about to do with the letters? There's so many things you could do with the letters, but one thing, I'm still on the topic of the brooch. I turned these letters into brooches, mini brooches. Still the same thing, like I just told Natasha that you could put these on, you could put it on your hat too. Because the brooches are removable, right? So you could put them on hats, junk hats, anything that you want to, right? So XO, it's about to be Valentine's Day. If you want to feel festive and put the little XO on your shirt, you could do that. There's so many things that you could do. But this could have just been sitting in the box. But I'm like, oh no, I'm about to turn these into brooches. I can go when I pop up and I'm selling stuff. I can have these laid out and somebody might, their initial might start with the letter O. And they might want the brooch in the letter O. So it's all about having fun and turning it into your own. So the next thing, since we're on the topic of brooches, I make something called brooch bracelets. This brooch is not my brooch, right? So let's say you have a regular brooch. This brooch is from Hobby Lobby, y'all. I'm not the biggest fan of Hobby Lobby, but they got really cute stuff. Or I should say I'm not the biggest fan of their policies, but they do have cute stuff, right? And so it says blessed. And you can make a bracelet. You could connect the sides, the corners, and you can make a bracelet. I'm known for making brooch bracelets. That is my thing. And then the bracelet you could wear as a regular brooch too. The next thing, listen, let me know if I'm going too fast. Let me know if y'all got questions. I love how Natasha is engaging over here. So glitter. Let me know in the chat if you guys got glitter. Even if you don't have glitter, let me know if your grandbabies have glitter. Let me know if your babies got glitter. Let me know if you have glitter in your house. Let me know. I'll wait. Let me know if y'all got glitter. Yes or no. Put Y for yes and for no when it comes to glitter. Yes. Does glitter get on your nerves? I know glitter gets on some people's nerves. I love glitter, but I know glitter gets on some people's nerves because glitter is messy, right? So if you have glitter in your house, glitter in Ricin is your friend. I have glitter, but I made some mess, which is crazy because why my adult stuff don't know how to use it. Glitter is messy. I make a mess too. So the hack with glitter, you guys, and don't waste the glitter. If you got leftover glitter, pour it right back into that container as long as you didn't get like glue and stuff like that in it, right? But this perfume bottle, This is glitter. This is glitter. I didn't turn it into a brooch yet, but I'm going to turn it into a brooch. What else could I turn? Let me show you a smaller size. This is the smaller size. What else could I turn this into? And it has an even smaller size. I don't think I brought it with me. What else could I do with this? What would y'all do with, what else could we do with this, I should say? So I already gave you one option. We could do a brooch for the big bottle. We could even do a brooch for the little bottle. What else could we do with this? Let me know. And if you don't know, be like, girl, I don't know. Be like, girl, tell me. I don't know. A ring. Yes. Linda watched my live last night. You could do a ring. Okay. Yes, you could do a ring. I have a ring. My rings are in my other stash, so I didn't bring it here. But you could do a ring. So envision this as a ring or a baby ring with the smaller version. And the brooch, you could do a brooch all sizes. See, I added stuff. This is glitter on the inside, but I added embellishments on the outside. Natasha says she doesn't know. You could do earrings, y'all. We could do earrings, clip-ons. We could do earrings. We could turn these into earrings if we wanted to. That's wearable art. So it's not just one thing, okay? Let me know. Is this helping you? Are some ideas coming with some things that you guys can do? This is another type of ring. Earrings and necklace set. You got it. Whoop, whoop. So this is this will be a necklace, right? And I use gears. I I'll wear that as a ring actually. Okay. Yeah, so we got them in rings, but now you taking the course. I can tell you how to make your own ring, right? UV resin and glitter. You can make it. It will take literally. It would take literally the UV resin to cure like maybe 90 seconds to, I'm always going to be honest with you, let's say 3 minutes to cure under an LED light. You and me, we like press-on nails. We played around with press-on nails. If you have an LED light, UV resin is your best friend because you get the mold. It has the mold. I have a perfume mold and it has the 3 different sizes, but there's a variety of molds you guys could get. You could get butterflies. They have afro combs. They have so many things when it comes down to molds. But right now, I'm showing you guys the perfume bottles. I'll give you another example. These are earrings from UV resin. These are little hearts. Joann's was having a crazy sale. I got the molds for the Lolo and the heart, the glitter. I have little mini glitter hearts inside of the heart that from glitter I had from over the years. This is a ring, a heart ring. So what you need, if you're like, oh, how do I make the ring? How do I do that? You would just need ring blanks. And that's all on the list. Linda says, I want to do earrings now. Yes, you can do earrings. So to do earrings, on this, you would need the post. So the posts are the ones, so there's two main types or 3 main. There's clip-ons, and then there's the earrings with the post. That's the one with the needle sticking out. I'm visual, so something like this, but I would recommend you get the bigger one. You don't want the little one because the little ones are not as sturdy. And then there is the hook. If you were going to do the hooks, you would have to drill a hole. So the post would be the easiest because you would have to have a drill. We don't got to do all of that. We taking baby steps. So with the post, you're just going to glue it to the back of this and you could just put it right on. Even though my ears are pierced, I really want to make these into, and you guys see how I did the gears on the inside. I have a whole bunch of that. I didn't mention it, but I am, it's not mandatory, only if you guys want to, but I am going to be selling kits for the low. I'm going to be selling junk kits, I think between $25 and $30. And I'm going to put like a little bit of everything in it. I'll put some gears in it. I'll put glitter in it. I will put beads. I'll put some of the planners, some of my, I didn't even get to these yet, but some of my rhinestones. These are actually jelly rhinestones. You could decorate those perfume bottles or any type of ricin with the jelly rhinestones, or any rhinestone for that matter. I will put all that in the kit. So, and the safety pins, all that will be in the kit, just so that you guys have access to things if you could not find stuff at home. But I'm really pushing you guys to try to find things at home. And I could put earring posts if you want that, because I have a lot of that stuff in bulk, guys. But there's so much that we can do. These are bottle caps, and I put little sayings in them. It says "not today," and that's an earring. Okay, so you could print this. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to mixed media. You would take this bottle cap. You would take, you would print it, and I would guide you guys through this. This is just day one. This is just orientation. Ask away. But we would take the bottle caps, we would print labels, print this off of our printer. We would use some special type of paper. We cannot use regular printing paper. You would have to use cardstock, or on my Amazon list, there's a special type of photo paper, because photo paper, that color pops on photo paper. So we would use some matte photo paper and we would make it happen. Okay. So that's just a variety of some things. I just showed you guys just a little bit of things. This is another mixed media project. It's not necessarily wearable art, but it's to give you guys a visual. This is a brush, guys. This is actually Maya's brush. And you guys know how those youngins are, those toddlers are, especially the toddler. Maya is going on, she's 3, but I call her my three-nager, right? So sometimes she throws this brush. She's done a lot to the brush, but you see the brush is still standing, y'all. So glue is important, the type of glue we use. And if you look closely, what did I use? I lied. One thing broke off of the brush. One thing broke off of I told y'all a story. I'm not a storyteller. So one thing, I'm looking closely. This was a purse. So you see the hook. The hook broke off the brush, but I've had this brush for like 2 years. We've had this brush. I made this brush for her 2 years ago, right? So you guys see what I did here? These brushes, I paid too much for this brush. I don't remember where I got the brush from, but I saw that the Dollar Tree has these brushes, guys, or similar brushes to this. So you could get it, or you could use the brush that you have. If you have a similar brush like this, clean it up, and that's what you're gonna use, right? And what do I see? What do you guys see? What do you see? What did I use to make this brush? Or to design the brush, I should say, because I didn't make the brush. I designed it to deck out this brush. And you see how I got lazy here? I never went all the way down because I wasn't sure, like with holding here after wear and tear over time, I wasn't sure how that would do. So that's why I did stop up here. But look closely. Let me focus because I keep bringing the brush back and forth. Yep. Linda says glue, beads, paper. Good. All right. So I didn't use paper, but I definitely used glue, and glue is important. And I did use beads, but I didn't use the beads that I use for bracelets, guys. These are flat back beads. They're also known as flat black pearls, but these were just colored, right? And I used the planners that I was talking about earlier. And this is a charm. If you look closely, I mean, we could cover that up. I could have put a piece of bling up that, but this was a charm. This is one of those big charms. And honestly, this charm wasn't that it wasn't popping. People weren't feeling this charm. And I bought extra of these charms. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to put my respect charm to waste. I'm gonna put some respect on it and put it on the back of this brush. This dollar sign was a charm. The bonnet cutie. Not all of us are bonnet cuties. Not everybody part of the bonnet cutie tribe. So I put the bonnet cutie on the back just to let it flow. So it's just the flat pearl beads and the planners that we talked about before and the glue. So we're going to go into, that's a perfect segue into the glue. We're going to get into the glue. I'm on confused. So P-L-A-N, I think it's Plannars. Planners. So nothing to be confused about, sis. I'll break it down for you. So I love questions because somebody else might have that question. So planners are popular. They are known for the gibbets, for the Crocs. A lot of people use the planners on their Crocs. So you probably never heard of them, but I know you guys have seen them before. So let me see if I can find, I don't think in this kit I have any that are like without me having added a charm or adding a brooch to it. But that's what it is. And it's made out of like this plastic material. It's made out of this plastic type of material. It's called shrink something. I even have stuff where I can make these. Like you bake them in the oven. But I didn't have time for all that. Because let me tell you guys something else. I'm a lazy junker. If it's a whole bunch of levels to it, I'm probably not doing it, or I have to be in the mood to do it, right? I like stuff that's quick and easy. And that's what I'm going to show you, stuff that's quick and easy. But yes, they're popular. They're a type of gibbets because I know some of the gibbets have like that rubbery type of material, but this is a type. So when you guys see like those decked out Crocs and those type of things, you probably saw them. Also, people were turning the planners. The reason why I have them, if you have a drill, you could turn these into charms. So I never got the drill. So I was stuck with all these planners. And sometimes when I was buying at the time from vendors, you could tell them to drill the hole, or they'll charge you a little extra to drill the hole. And some of these orders, I might have just forgot to tell them to drill the hole. And I'm like, okay, I have all of these. What am I about to do with it? And there's so much you could do with it. I didn't bring a purse. I have a purse for Maya. I'm looking around to see if she has it in the room, but it's not. Where I glued these down onto the purse, and it's super cute. The same type of idea as the brush. And you could do it on a notebook. You could do it on whatever. You could put it, or I'll show you another way. See how I pinned it on the hat? I felt like the hat was missing something. I still feel like I would add more things, but I pinned it on the hat. This is all wearable art. We have, what do we have? We got bling down here, rhinestones, those jelly rhinestones. We have a piece of a chain. We have a patch. The patch is something else that I would include random patches in the kit because I have so much. And this. Another reason why I have the planners, I remembered I was making bows for Maya, and I would put those planners in the middle of the bow. Isn't that little girl so cute? That little girl was so cute to me. Reading her Bible. Okay, so I was going to talk about glues. So we're going to jump into, yes, pink plastic chain that I've had for years, sis. Wasn't doing anything with it. So this is why I'm saying go through your accessory drawer. We all have multiple accessory drawers. And tell me if I'm telling stories. We have an accessory stash that we have not dipped into in months or years of, I'm not talking about with the fine jewelry. You guys know what I'm talking about, that you guys could tap into to create something. I'm sure there's a chain that you could cut up in there to create something. Okay, so let's tap into glues. Are you guys ready to go over the list? Let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know if I'm moving too fast. Because I was on a training earlier today, guys, and usually I'm good. I can follow along. I'll take notes, but they were going so fast. I was like, y'all, maybe this is a reminder to tell you to slow down because it was making me dizzy. It was stressing me out. I couldn't keep up. And they're like, oh, well, you could catch the replay because they had so much information to go through. So, all right. Are you guys ready for us to go over the list? This is the possible list. You do not need everything on the list. Can you guys promise me you're not going to buy anything from this list until you actually look through your stash at home? Because the objective of this course is for us to conserve and try to use what we have to to make wearable art. I'm laughing at Natasha's comment. So she's like, so many levels of the glues, not clueless, but glueless. I can't. So I'm holding up this kit because this is a rhinestone kit. And this was like Christmas themed colors. And the rhinestone kit came with glues. So if you can get a rhinestone kit, okay, I'm not taking that kit. I was going to take it out to show it to you better, but I see some of the rhinestones are falling out and I'm not trying to make a mess tonight. I think you get your money's worth when you get the kits, the rhinestone kits, and they come with some extra glue because you never can have enough glue when you're getting into crafting. This kit came with the glue. It came with the little pliers for the rhinestones, and it came with the rhinestone pencil to help you pick up the rhinestone to bling things out. So rhinestones, I know we're talking about wearable art, but I use my rhinestones on wearable art, obviously, but I also use rhinestones on my cups. You could bling out cups, put it on my anything, cracks. But the glue is important, guys. So, all right. This is B7000. And I think this is like the sister of E6000. So, what you usually will see on Amazon is the B7000 with the regular top. I'm showing you guys this and taking the time to show you guys. This one is not open because tops matter, okay? Tops matter. Now, when working with rhinestones, the needle nose point is your friend because that helps you make it more precise. That helps you to be able to glue without making a mess. When you have a bigger point, that means more glue is going to come out and it could get messy. And that could make you get a little frustrated because once that glue gets on the rhinestone, it's going to cover up that luster, that beautiful luster in the rhinestone. So you don't want the glue to cover the top of the rhinestone. Am I making sense with what I'm saying? Let me know if that makes sense. So you always, when you're looking for glue for those rhinestone projects, hey, Erica, welcome to the chat. Hey, boo. The needle point is your friend. So for rhinestones and jewelry, B7000 is one of the go-to glues. I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy to see you all. Welcome. B7000 is one of the preferred glues. E6000 is still a preferred glue because the glue, when I say that, guys, the glue is loyal. This is still hanging on because I did it with E6000. I could not say that it would be still holding on if I did it with the other glue. There are a variety of glues. Now, it's Black History Month. We're pro-Black. You know that. Most of my beads and charms come from other Black-owned businesses. Write this down because I did not add her on the list. I can do a list of Black-owned suppliers. Crystal Glaze Glue. Crystal with a K, I believe. Crystal Glaze Glue is from a Black-owned business. Her glue is very good, and it has a precision tip as well. It's a great glue. But the B6000 and the E6000, those glues are easy to access. You can find it locally, Amazon. You can find E6000 probably at Home Depot or any type of store like that you have locally. And I know you can find E6000 at Michael's, Joann's, and Hobby Lobby at your craft stores. So it's an easy access glue, but it is a very, very reliable glue. Okay. Also, the E6000 is great for, you can use it on items like patches, sometimes the corner of patches. So with a patch, you can use an iron. I do have a small iron on the list. I'll show you guys my little mini iron. Let me scoot over to get it so I don't, without knocking things down. I have a mini iron. I do not have a heat press, but if you have a heat press, that's ideal for patches, but you can do it with the mini iron. You're gonna have to use those elbows, use that energy a little bit more when you have a mini iron. I'm actually gonna try to look up this one because this one is really good. This one's been ride or die for me. I have an iron on the list right now, but I didn't use it before. Yes, so glues definitely matter. B 7000, E 6000. Also, I think it's Aleene's or Aleene's, Aleenes, I believe. That's a good fabric glue. If you're trying to do fabric on top of fabric, that's a good fabric glue as well. So that is an important. I'm looking down because I have my list down here and I want to make sure I go over everything. So homework, what's the homework? Let me know in the chat. What's the homework, ladies? Another glue, I first started talking about how I started with the paper earrings. For paper earrings, for that glue, it's a toxic free glue, Mod Podge. Something else that I want to stress, ladies, when using the B6000 and E6000, make sure you're in a well-ventilated area, right? Because they're strong, they're heavy-duty glues. Mod Podge is what is used for my paper earrings, for layering them and sealing them together. Natasha said the homework is use what we have. Yes, use what we have. That is what we're trying to do. You got to look through your stash, see what you have. You are going to create a Pinterest board of wearable art that's inspirational to you. That's part one of the homework, Pinterest board. And then part two, I want you to take a safety pin and I want you to create some type of wearable art with the safety pin. Look around your stash and see what you could create. And I gave an example how I put some pearls on a safety pin and boom, that's wearable art. But you could add charms, you could do whatever. You could add chains. I'm not going to tell you guys anymore because I want you guys to use your imagination and get crazy with it, because this is the title of this class is Inner Child, Outer Queen. We're tapping into our inner child. Okay, so let loose with it, have fun with it. Silicone brushes are important to have on your list if you're going to be working with resin. The UV resin, it's easier. It's okay, sis. You got it now. Glitter. So the purpose of the Pinterest board is just for inspiration. Sometimes we get stuck. I know me, I'm very visual. So it helps me. A lot of stuff opens up when I see different creations. And it's not necessarily exactly their creation. For example, I always give credit where credit's due. But there's this lady that I follow on here, and she's the one, she taught me how to do about this perfume bottle and how to pretty much make your own charms for the junk socks. But that led me to being like, wait a minute, I want that as a ring. Like, there's other things I could do with that. And I haven't seen anyone do that. So I'm like, okay, I want that as a ring. I want that as earrings. I want that as a statement necklace. I want to turn that into some junk jewelry. So that's that. UV resin, if you want to, you don't think you have safety pins, okay, use what you have. I will not ever disqualify you. You try to use what you have, but if you must have get some safety pins, Dollar Tree sells the safety pins. Also, I'm going to at the end I will or maybe I'll email you guys. I will email you, but I'll put at the end of this video after I'll update the description and I'll drop the link. Yes, Dollar Tree. I'm going to drop an Amazon list. And for anyone that's interested, I will be selling junk kits of from my stash. So I'll include safety pins from my stash. I'll include beads. I will include some planners. I will include the brooch, the little brooch pins that you need. I'll include um some of this glue. It won't be the fine point one probably because I know I'm low on the fine point one right now, but I will include bits and pieces of stuff so that you guys are all set. I'll include bling, a variety of things. All will be in it. Okay. So we talked about, okay, paintbrushes. Let me know if you have any questions as I'm going. So the reason why you want to have the silicone paintbrushes, they're really good to clean. So if you're working with Mod Podge or if you are working with Ricin, those are good paintbrushes to have. But I always say you try stuff out before. But the reason why I know the silicone work for me, I'm forgetful. And with the thing with Mod Podge, if you don't soak it in water, clean it up right after, it's going to dry up and your paintbrush, your regular paintbrush is done. So I've gone through so many paintbrushes making those paper earrings that it only made sense for me to get the silicone. UV Ricin, I had that on the list. There is a special brand that I like. It's all going to be on the list. Again, for the paper earrings, black cardstock is your friend because the black cardstock, where did I put the paper earrings I just showed you? That is what goes on the inside layer. So these are layers of paper, guys. It's not just one piece of paper and it's done. It's like 6 layers of paper. The colored paper goes on the top, but in between, that's black cardstock. So black cardstock is your friend. I already talked to you guys about photo paper if you're going to print and try to make your own charms. A cutter. Does anybody here have a Cricut? If you have a Cricut, you don't need the cutter. But the cutter will be for people that don't have a Cricut that want to cut with the paper. UV lamp. If you want to deal with Ricin, you need the UV lamp to cure the Ricin. Okay, so you could use hers. Also, ladies, check if you want to get into the Cricut or using a Cricut and you don't have your own, check your local library. I just found out my local library has a Cricut. And not that anybody asked me, but the way that I got my Cricut, I think I got it from QVC and I did the payment plan. You don't have an LED lamp? The UV lamp is really low on Amazon. It's like I think the one I put on the list is like $7. Yes, definitely check and tell me. Keep me posted. I want to hear. Yes, y'all. My library got a Cricut, a sewing machine, like all this stuff. It even has the mini iron, the Cricut iron. Yeah, the UV lamps are really, really low. I think at one point, Natasha, they were selling them at the Dollar Tree like in 2020. I haven't seen them, but my Dollar Tree around my way is not the greatest. But maybe Five Below. Five Below might have it. But if it's warm where you're at, I don't have a Cricut, but oh, you do have it. Okay. Cause I'm like, girl, how you don't have an LED? We love press-ons. Okay, got you. You don't need the Cricut though. All these things, guys, you do not need these things. It depends on the projects that you want. So that's why I'm trying to tell you what you would need it for. So if you saw the Ricin, you're like, oh, I want to do UV Ricin, then you do need to get you a UV lamp and you're going to need Ricin. You're going to need mold and glitter is your friend. Okay. And you're going to need the tools to mix it and silicone stuff. Okay. All right. So we went over the UV lamp. If you're dealing with Ricin again, you might benefit from Ricin tape. Now you can do the projects without Ricin tape. I was intimidated by the Cricut for years, but it's the paper, it's the nameplates. It's the nameplates that made me buy that Cricut with the paper and making paper earrings to be able to cut out the intricate cuts. But there's so much you guys could do with Cricut. Cricut is a can be a moneymaker, but I've just started. I've had my Cricut for like 4 years now, and I just started doing stuff other than stuff for jewelry. Like you can make cards with your Cricut, you can make puzzles with your Cricut, you can cut vinyl with your Cricut, and you can put the vinyl on the cups, and you could bling out the cups. Okay, there's so much, and that's just a limited amount of stuff that you could do with the Cricut. I was going to show you, okay, the tape. I wanted to show you a tape example. I had tape, and I lost the tape. Oh, that's so cool. What does she do with the Cricut? She can teach. You guys can do the Cricut together, Linda. That's so good. Okay, so I had tape, and it was like 2 rows of tape. I don't know what happened with my tape, and I'm waiting for the tape to show up. I can do so much for the Barbies if I just learn how to use it. I am here, sis. I will teach you how to do the Cricut. Do not be intimidated by the Cricut. Once you learn the Cricut, it's your best friend, or any type of cutting machine. Yes, you said your daughter makes teacher gifts and t-shirts. But first is check if your library has it, because if your library has it, usually somebody in the library, one of the librarians, they know how they could do like a one-on-one with you as well. But I am happy to help. Like we could do some Cricut Zooms. Girl, I'm here for you if you decide with the Cricut. Okay, so I want to show you guys an example. So I'm going to show you guys the tape, why you might need tape. So these are blanks to make your charms, right? They come in different shapes. I have a whole set of them. If you order the junk kit from me, I will give you some of them, right? So you fill these, they're a frame, and you fill them with Ricin. I filled them with Ricin, but I didn't have tape. So when the Ricin overflowed, see, I put letters in this one. I was trying to be prepared. My hairdresser was interested in some junk socks, and I'm like, okay, let me get stuff ready for her. But so it overflowed. If you had that tape at the bottom, so the Ricin wouldn't have leaked out. Can I take this off? Yes, I can get like a pliers or something and pull it off, but it's going to make less work for you when dealing with this type of Ricin project. But if you're not there yet, you're not there yet. Like we gotta crawl before we walk. So for the molds, if you have a mold and you're working with Ricin, you're not going to have a problem. This is not this is an open, I wish I had a blank one. I filled this up with Ricin. So this was open. So the Ricin leaked out. The tape I would have put the tape at the bottom, put this on top of the tape. So act like my hand is the tape, and then pour the Ricin in. And so this Ricin is liquid, right? And then put it under the lamp to cure. So think like gel, when they're pouring the gel, and then you have to cure the gel under the lamp. So that's why I added the tape on the list. If you want to get into Ricin like that, the tape will help you. I showed you guys the mini iron. The mini iron you would only need if you were going to try to make wearable art using patches. But if you have a regular iron, you don't need a mini iron, y'all. Use the regular iron. It's not that serious. It's not until you really want to get into, like, the mini iron is good for small things, so like the hat. But the regular iron is fine if you're adding patches to a shirt or jacket, you name it. We talked about the brooch pins. Yep, the brooch pins we talked about. I showed you the safety pins. Flat back pearls. So for jewelry, for my ladies that want to make earrings, you would benefit from some jewelry pieces. So like there's something called needle nose pliers. They're little jewelry tools that will make it easier when you're adding like earring wire onto through the hole in earrings. But if you're going to just do the flat backs, like another thing we talked about, the little stud that pokes out, you don't need the tools. If you want to do rings, you do need blank rings. Pay attention to making sure that if you're sensitive or you have allergies, making sure that they're nickel free. I know a few of my slave sisters are allergic to nickel, so I always try to get nickel free items when I can. Jelly rhinestones, you could get any rhinestones. Jelly rhinestones just happen to be my favorite. Um, Little gems, you'll see that on the list when I drop it. I just showed you guys, that was the wristen I was showing you guys. These are called bezel pieces. What else? The ear wires, the hooks, everything you would need if you're making an earring through the hole. And then a sorted chain is what I have as the main things. Now, are there more things? Yes. But okay, Linda says yes, nickel free. So, but this is just the basics for some of the things. You do not need everything on this list. I can't stress this enough. First, you need to go through your stash, decide what you want to focus on making. Don't try to make everything at once, because if you try to do everything at once, you're going to end up buying a whole bunch of stuff. And then when I check in from you 6 months from now to a year, you probably will not have completed everything. So we want to focus on one project at a time. And we're going to pace ourselves. So next week, what is going to be due? Your Pinterest board and your project where you made some type of jewelry with the safety pin. So that's all you need. That's it. The following weeks after that, I think we will decide if we want to do rings or if we want to do a brooch. And so we'll build up and go from there. Does that make sense? Let me know if you guys have any questions. If you need me to show you anything, if you need me to go over anything, speak up. Speak up. I'm going to take a sip of water. Let me know, because I went over a lot in a little bit of time. Erica says this is great. I'm so excited, Erica. I'm so excited to be able to do this because this has been a goal of mine for a really long time, to just get together with like-minded creatives and we just create together and have a good time. Okay? So Erica says this is great. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If I need to repeat anything, even if you came on late and you missed something and you need me to show it again, I will. Can you go over the Pinterest board one more time? Sorry. Yeah, of course. So let me know if you guys have a Pinterest. Natasha, let me know if you have a Pinterest. Erica, Linda, let me know if you have a Pinterest account. So all I want you to do is to look up wearable art, junk jewelry, anything that stands out to you, and create your own Pinterest board for things that's inspiring to you, things you would like to create, maybe similar. So maybe you've seen Crocs and you're like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. I wish I could create that. Add that to your wearable art Pinterest board. Okay? And you can share it with me. I think my Pinterest email is the email that you guys have, the whymommy slays@gmail.com. You can share it with me once it's complete. So for me, I have Crocs. Nails are wearable art, ladies. I didn't even touch on that. That's wearable art. Look at these. I didn't make these, but if you look closely, it's just rhinestones and chain. That's wearable art. So that could be part of your Pinterest board. Yeah. Nope, just a wearable art board for designs that inspire you. Stuff that stands out to Natasha and stuff that Natasha would like to make or that inspire you. Yeah. Just that for right now. So we're going to build up small with projects as a collective, and the end project in the end of March, the goal is going to be for you guys to start with a blank canvas and create something onto the blank canvas. But we're going to build up. I don't even want you to worry about that right now. We just right now focus on reviewing your stash at home, thinking about, okay, I could use this. I might be able to do something with this. And we build up from there. Yep, Erica says, okay. Let me know if you guys got it and you're good. Is this platform good for you guys? I figured YouTube because I know that you guys are busy, and that way you could catch the replay, ask me questions on the replay. You all have my email if you need me. I didn't want to make it too complicated for anybody right now. Okay. Erica says this is good. Okay, you guys all got it? So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Yes, you need a visual. Okay, so I'm looking forward to see what you guys come up with. So safety pins and Pinterest boards. And I will email you guys. I'll email you guys the list. I have to make a couple tweaks to it because I'm adding the links one by one, but I'll email you the list and everything else, like the link to the junk kits if you guys want that, and remind you of the homework. And that's it. That's it for right now. That's it. And then the next time I come on, I will we'll decide what we're going to do for our second project. So start thinking about that. If you want to do a brooch or if you want to do a ring. And I'll come on and I'll DIY it. We'll do that. We'll do that together. We'll gather our stuff and we'll go from there. Okay. Good, because I get overwhelmed. Okay. We all could get overwhelmed quickly, but we all have each other. I got y'all. All right, ladies, thank you so much for tuning in. You know, I could talk to y'all all night, but I will let you go. If you think of anything else, you guys know how to reach me. Email me, DM me. I'm slow with responding on Facebook because you guys know, well, some of you know, I don't have Facebook Messenger on my phone intentionally. So it's only like if I'm logged into Facebook on my computer. But yes, go Eagles. I can't wait. And I know you can't wait, Linda. I know. All right. I'm excited to see the Super Bowl tomorrow. Thank you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. I love y'all so much. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Remember to slay your way, slay through it, and slay safe. I'll see y'all soon. Hit me up in the DM or in the email. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a blessed night, ladies. The collective, the majority of the Slay Sisters are Eagles fans. Are you not Eagles? Team Eagles, Natasha? It's okay. I will not discriminate. I am excited for the game. I'm excited for Kendrick as well. Because y'all, the truth is, Linda, don't charge it to my heart. I don't really watch football like that, but I will be watching for the halftime. For sure, for sure. But I will be tuning in. Like, I'm excited about this game because so many Slay Sister fans. Well, I know about Dallas, but since Dallas ain't like this is a Dallas household. Mel is a huge Dallas fan. My kitchen is blue like Dallas because Mel, who told me to have Mel pick the kitchen color? Yes, sis, I know Dallas, but who you rooting for tomorrow? Oh God. All right, y'all. Yes, you are Dallas, and Saritha is Dallas. Yes, I will never forget. Oh, you rooting for the Chiefs? Okay. Eagles, your rivalry? Oh God. Oh God. Well, somebody on my Slay Sisters team, one of my Slay Sisters team is gonna win. We gonna see. We gonna see. Oh gosh. I need Dallas to get back up on the scene. Alrighty, girly pop. I'm gonna hop off. This light is making me hot. I'm gonna hop off. Um, but you have a really good week. And I can't wait to see what you come up with. For real, for real. And no overwhelm. Text me if you get overwhelmed. But you shouldn't. All right. Have a blessed night and kiss my babies for me. We need Jesus. Yes. We all need Jesus, but yes, Dallas definitely needs Jesus. I don't know what's going on. Kiss my nieces for me. I don't know if Erica's still on. Erica, kiss my boos for me, my nephews. And Linda, hug the babies for me. All right, y'all. I'm hopping off. I keep saying that. See how I can stay on? Let me go. Bye, guys.